Szia, szia! Semmi különös nálad. Én most azt hiszem Super Bowl-ba vezettem a csapatomat.
It's week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brandon Ayuk. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Commanders, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024.
And I'll be one of those, trying to get it going in June.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Oh, 15 first down, 200 yards.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 5 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
Purdy now on second down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. Mitchell again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 9th rushing touchdown now on the year, number 10 overall. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here. Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. this now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we all...
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Purdy now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. There he goes again. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On first down, it's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. Charlie Warner. 32 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally...
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Powers through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
First down, here's Mitchell. Now they can't put... And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards on the ground. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Pushing his way through, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Purdy off the play fake. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated... So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, Purdy. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points. Now, following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Dancing to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brandon Ayuk. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Rams, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy. And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Ronnie Bell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Able to fight through one tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That would almost... It's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade to 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? You know, they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And the big question on this final Sunday, Week 18, could he run up enough pass yards to set the single-season all-time record? It's held by Peyton Manning at 5.477. He's within shouting distance, so we'll see what happens and how much they let him throw the football here in this finale. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. That's into the hands of Dwelling. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The coach is always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That second down play nets a -4. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Purdy looking to throw. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. Picking up the first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now Purdy. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. Oh, a solid stiff arm. It's an open field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I...
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Rolling to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Right back to Mitchell here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this to Bell. 20! 5! Touchdown, 49ers! Ronnie Bell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to stretch out their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Slant route complete to Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one.
Touchdown, 49ers! Ronnie Bell, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Niners are able to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's looking deep for Bell. And too much. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead, just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Dwelly, is tight end. Touchdown! Ross Dwelly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your
touchdown. 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 41 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what...
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. The kind of performance